Hello, my Algebra 2 kids. After correcting your paper, I felt there's an urgent need for me to show you your corrections so that you do not repeat the mistake again, because I felt that there's some concepts either which are not stressed upon when you were watching the videos or you simply ignored. Let's look at question number 1. Here it says that the stretch is directly proportional to the force, so I write my equation like this, and then I've been given the stretch as 7, and I can find my A by substituting for S and F. I get my A as 7 over 50, and now my new equation becomes S is equal to 7 over 50F. Now if I plug in F as 40, I get S is equal to 7 over 50 times 40, and when I calculate, I get my answer as B. Okay, moving on. Here the question says that x and y varies directly, so I have to write y is equal to ax as my first step. Then I have been given the value of y as -5, and I can find my a easily by plugging in the values, and many of you have done the mistake of writing it as 30 over 5, though it is -5 over 30, giving you -1/6. Now the question is write an equation related to the variable. That means now the final answer will be y is equal to -1/6x. Okay. Now, this was purely calculated question, and those who got it wrong or couldn't do it, please look at the videos again. You get your answer as y is equal to 0.81x plus 7.61. Okay, the next question number 4. It says find the vertex of the graph. The vertex of the graph is 2, 6. Remember, the vertex of the graph comes out from this. Here the vertex of the graph is h and k. Now look at the a. A is positive, therefore it opens up. Okay. Now whenever we are graphing this, first of all we have to mark the vertex. The vertex is -1, 0. So this is the vertex. And now I go run 2 units, so 1, 2, and here similarly 1, 2, and here, and I draw my graph. Here the vertex is at -1 and the slope is -2, so I go 1 unit there and 2 units down, and I get my graph like this. Okay, now the next question, it says is this ordered pair a solution to the following inequality? Surprisingly, the inequality cannot be seen, so I'm writing it again. 7x minus 6y is less than equals to -10. So I will plug in the values. 7 times 9 minus 6 times of 6 is less than equals to -10. I get 63 minus 36 less than equals to -10. I get a positive less than equals to a negative, which is a clear no. Now the next question is I have to plot the inequality y less than 2/5 of x. I know that this is a line which passes through origin and with a slope of 2 and 2 over 5. So let me quickly find my point here, and I know it's going to pass from here, and let me quickly find my point here, and I get a dotted line. I take a dotted line because it's a strict inequality, and I can use a testing point, say 3, 0, and I see that this region is not satisfied, so I shade this region. Okay, moving on, question number 9. Okay, here we have been given the inequality, but surprisingly the graph is incomplete, but I'll try completing it. When I draw my graph, I know that the y-intercept here is 2. So this graph roughly goes like this. Again, it's a dotted line because of the strict inequality, and I take any testing point. Say if I test 0, 4 in this equation, I get that it satisfies, so this is the region. So please make sure that you make a dotted line. This is the common mistake made by the students. They did not draw the dotted line. moving on. Question number 10. Many of you have done a common error here. The equation was, I have given you fx is equal to 1 when x is less than negative 2. So identify your negative 2. And it's a strict inequality. So at negative 2 and less, it takes the value 1. So I draw an open circle here and it goes like this. Then it takes the value 2x for negative 2 less than equals to x less than equals to 2. That means for negative 2 and 2 both included. So when I plug in x is equal to negative 2 here, I get negative 4. So this is here. And when I plug in x is equal to 2 in this equation, I get 4. So for 2, I get 4. And both are included. And this is my line here like this. And the last part was negative x plus 7 for x greater than 2. So I substitute x is equal to 2 in this equation. I get 5. So for 2 comma 5, it's open and then it goes down. I can now test another point. For example, I can substitute x is equal to say 4 because I'm saying x greater than or equal to 2 into this equation. I get y is equal to 3. So at 4 it's 3. So I know that it goes like this. Now on to the next point, f of negative 2. That means I'm asking you the y value when x is negative 2. It is this point which is 4. F of 0, which is this point, which is 0. Okay. Okay, now let's look at question number 11. In question number 11, the function was fx takes the value 1 for negative 1 strictly less than x less than or equal to 1. So from negative 1 to 1, it takes the value 1, but at negative 1 it is not included, but at 1 it is included. It takes the value 3 for 1 strictly less than x less than equals to 3. That means in the interval from 1 to 3, it takes the value 3, 1 not included, 3 included. Then 5 when 3 less than equals to x, 3 strictly less than x and less than equals to 5. That means in the interval 3 to 5. For 3 it is not included, and when 5 for 5 it is included. So if I ask you what is f of 1, then I get it from here, it's 1. When I ask you what is f of 3, I get it from here, it's 3. Okay, now this is the question in which I'm asking you to give me the equation. Now let's quickly find the equation for this. Now whenever you have a graph like this and you don't see any arrow, any open or closed endings, that means we consider it to be closed endings. So in this particular graph, so this is a closed ending, 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 and this is a closed ending. Now let's quickly find the equation of this line. Equation of this line is y is equal to, what is the m here? M here will be, let's count, 1, 2, 3, and it's so it is negative 3 over 6, which is negative half x plus 3, right? And equation of this line will be y is equal to 3x and negative 4, right? So if I have to write the function, I will write it as 3x minus 4 from negative 2 to 0, right? So it is from negative 2 less than equals to x less than equals to 0, and it is negative half x plus 3 for 0 less than equals to x less than equals to 11. I hope you understand this.